everybody, it's Connie with the Artisan Company and welcome back to the channel. It is blistering hot outside again today, so I'm standing under an umbrella trying to keep the sun off while I'm shooting this. My neighbor's chickens are in an uproar, so if you hear them, that's what you're hearing. Anyway, let's go get started on something fun today. Let's go. Well, you remember that wampum shell necklace that I did about a week ago? I had enough wampum left to do some earrings, and I'm so excited. So this is what you'll need. You'll need some either wampum shell or something like it. These are 10 millimeter by about a 3 millimeter size, so you can use anything, bugle beads, it doesn't matter, just whatever has this overall look. Then we are using these little delica beads, which we also used in the necklace prior to, and they're about a 3 millimeter, and they are, the color is Rainbow Storm Blue. I love the name of that, Rainbow Storm Blue, and it's the little delicas. I'll turn them around. I got these at Fire Mountain. It's where I got these. Love that name, Rainbow Storm Blue. Then I got some silver tone beads in a 3 millimeter size. Then I've got some copper tone beads, and the reason why I'm adding the copper is to give a little break in all the whites and silvers, and they are a 2 millimeter size. They're tiny little guys. They almost look like a 1 millimeter. They're so tiny, but you'll need something of that size. I have a 6 millimeter jump ring, so you'll need several of those. And I have a 10 millimeter jump ring. You'll need 2 of those. Then I have an ear wire. You'll need 2 of those. And then you'll need some of these head pins. It doesn't matter. Whatever color palette you're using is fine. This is just an idea to give you an idea of what I'm doing. Okay, so here is where we are going. Oh my goodness, look at this earring. I am so excited about this. It is so fun. I call it a cascading earring. I love it. And look how it just catches light and glimmers. But this is where we're going. So let's get our head around it and we'll get started. Okay, the first thing I did was, as I took my little wampum shells here and I lined them up to see if I had anything that was shorter or longer, and this one happens to be longer, so this is going to be my actual longest piece in the whole scheme of things. Okay, this is just something that I do. You don't have to do yours that way, but I do it. I think it's just a little detail. And if you'll notice over here, I think this is in the screen. Yes, it is. Okay, I didn't do each one of them exactly alike. If you'll notice, there's 2 of them, these 2, that only have one of the little blue beads on it. I did that on purpose, and that's to give your eye, even though you may not physically see it directly, your eye does pick it up, and it gives you a little bit of break in the design. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to lay out each one of our pieces here, and we're just going to follow this pattern. Trying to bend my little doodad here. So the first one, the little shortest one, we'll start with the shortest one and work back, and then we'll put on a piece of wampum. So you put silver, and then the wampum shell or your tube, the little blue one, a little copper one. The little copper ones are going to be hard ones to get on there, so you may have to pick them up individually. Come on, baby, get on there. There it is. Okay, so that's your first one. The second one is this one right here. So we're going to put the silver on. I need my eyes down here. Let's see here. I'm going to try to stay in the screen here. Silver, then one of the tubes, one of the little wampums, another tube, and then a piece of the copper. All right, that's number 2. The third one here is one that's another odd man out. So you're going to do silver on the bottom. Whoop, let me flip it. Silver. Going to do your little wampum right here. The blue. And then the copper. That's number 3. The next one is going to be this one right here. So you're going to do the silver, the blue, the wampum, another blue, and a little copper. All right, that's number 4. And your last one is this one right here. And it's the silver, the blue, your wampum, another blue, and a little copper. These little guys just roll. Okay, so here we go. This is what it should look like. Let me turn them, turn them, turn them. All right, so here's where we are right now in your pattern. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to clip each one of these ear wires here. We're going to clip the little head pins about right in here. So I'm going to say about, let me look at this real quick here. Maybe about 2/8 in, because you want to have enough to be able to loop it. And if you have one of those tools that's a looping tool, that would be fantastic for you if you're not used to doing loops. I'm used to doing loops, so I'll do mine by hand. But anyway around, we're going to clip each one of these at the same place on each one. Okay, we'll do that in just a second. All right, I'm back to clip these. And an easy way also to determine your clipping is once you've clipped one, take the piece that came off, turn it over like this, and just snip it right there. And you should be about the same distance every time. If it doesn't look like it is, don't clip it too short. I'd rather you clip it too long. That way you can take some off rather than clip it too short. But once you line up those ends like that, pull all the beads down. Just an easy way to help you know where to clip something. And we'll add just a smidgen to it. All right. So number 2. And I'm used to eyeballing it, so I'm going to continue on here. And also, I have marked my tool. I don't know. I've had these things so long. There are tools now that actually have marks on them. But I marked my tools here, and sometimes I'll use those as a gauge. So I just did it with a Sharpie. But like I said, there are tools out there now that do actually have marks on them. But you can see it's about right here on this one. That's where we are. So I'm going to clip this one there. And like I said, it's better to have too much than too short, because you can always just snip off a little bit. Last one. Y'all can do these with your eyes closed. I'm just telling you, I'm telling you. You can do it with your eyes closed. All right. Now, when you do clip these, you do have to keep in mind that some of these have more beads on them than others. So you have to look at the distance every time to make sure you got it the same. All right, next thing we're going to do is loops. Okay, I got my little tool to make some loops. And there are tools that do make the loops, like I was saying before. So if you've got one of those, kudos. It'd be a lot easier for you. But this is how I do mine. And there's no right or wrong there with that, tool or no tool. It's just to tool or not to tool. Gotta get my Shakespeare in there. Anyway, I'm looking at this and I'm going to clip just a little, I mean, a smidgen off the top. Just a smidgen. Going to take it, and I marked these tools as well. You can see there's a little lines down there on there. I've had these tools so long, but they do make them with marks now. So anyway, I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to round it, push it back and down. And then I take this little tool and make sure that it is closed all the way. And because these are, you're using them in your hand, you can see now I've got the little loop done right there. You're putting so much pressure on them, so they will bend, but we're going to shape them back up. Okay, that's number one. This one I won't need to clip. Here. All right, I'm going to make sure it's closed. Close it up just a little more. I want to make sure nothing slides out. Okay, that's number two. Take a little smidgen off the top. And like I said, it's easier if you have more here than less, because once you've got less and you can't get that loop in there, you have to start over. So make sure you don't clip it too short. Make sure he's closed up good. All right, that's number three. This is such a fun project. The Wampum Shell Necklace was just so much fun. It was so easy and breezy. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have enough left to do earrings. So I thought we'll just do a fun pair of earrings to go with that. I'm going to close it up here. Whoops, come on. Now don't get cantankerous with me. Yeah. You always have one. Well, la 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 la. There it goes. All right. I have those tools that have the rubbery thing on it, but they are just so difficult for me to work with, and I don't know why. Um, they just don't. For me personally, I really struggle with them. But you may not, and if you have them, they're great. I do have one. I just hardly ever use it. It just anyway. Okay, but back to the task at hand here. All right, make sure he's closed up good. Okay. All right. And if they bend while because you are putting pressure on them, so don't worry about that. This is something you can just straighten up later. Okay. All right, that's number five. All right, we got all five pieces looped on the top right here. The next thing we are going to do are the jump rings. Jump ring time, jump ring time. Because this is a cascading piece, as we're looking at here, your jump rings are going to be added one extra each piece. So on your first piece here, take your little 6mm jump ring, open him up, and just slide him on there like that, and close it up. All right, so you've got one. So you can see that right there. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you're going to take two jump rings on the next one. Add another one on there, open it up, add the next one, then add your little piece. That. So you should have 2 on that one, like so. The next one, you're going to hook together 3 jump rings. One, whoop, pick on there. There is one. We're going to close him up. And we're going to take one more. A little beads rolling there. I'm going to take one more and add that to it. Then you're going to add your 3rd piece. Like that. I love jump rings. Make sure they're closed up good, and you should have 3 on that one. Number 4, you're going to have 4 jump rings together. So you're going to open one jump ring and add 2 on there, like that. You can do this any way you want to. You can add them each individually. It doesn't matter. And we'll add one more. Whatever's easier for you to process. You know, there's shortcuts to everything, but sometimes, you know, we all process differently. So do it however it works for you. So now we've got 4 jump rings together. And then we're adding our little piece of wampum to it, like so. Number 4, and the last one, we're going to hook 5 together. So we've got, get over there. So we got 1, 2, so that's 3 together right there. All right. I'm going to add 2 more. There's number 4. I'm going to go ahead and close him up because I got to add the little wampum piece next. 4, and we'll get 1 more to make 5. Gonna hook my chain on there that I've made there, and the last little piece of wampum on there, and close it up. And that's number 5. Okay, so you should have, each piece should have a different amount of jump rings. So 1 jump ring, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next thing we're going to do is connect it all together and put on the ear wire. Okay, we're almost to the end of this project. Okay, you're going to get your 10 millimeter jump ring. You're going to open it up. Y'all, I love these. These are so much fun. Oh my, so much fun for summer. Yes, the little wampum shell thing, summer. Wampum shell earrings, summer. It just says summer. Okay, so take the one with the 1 little jump ring, put it on first. The one with 2 jump rings goes on next. 3 jump rings goes on next. 4 jump ring goes on next. And the last one with the 5 jump rings goes on last. That's why it has the cascading look. All right, so you've got that. Put your ear wire on there like so. And then we're going to close it up. Make sure it's closed good. And there we have it. Right there, you have your cascading wampum shell earrings. Oh my goodness, look how fun. Look how fun. I love these. I love these. Okay, so I can see, I'm going to show you this. I did not pay attention. Okay. And some of you might know immediately what's wrong. Some of you may not. But when I put on the ear wire on this one, I did not put it going the right way, because you want here, this is a common mistake. But here we go. I want to show you this. So if you make this mistake, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. You want both of the smaller ones coming in facing each other, or the two larger ones facing each other while they're hanging on your ear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here and I'm going to flip. I'm going to take this off and just flip the ear wire going the other way. It's a simple fix, a very easy mistake. I know when you buy pre-made earrings in stores, a lot of them are like this, and it drives me crazy. And sometimes I can bring them home and fix them, and sometimes I can't, depending on the way the shape of the beads. But this one you can fix. So we are going to unhook, just open the jump ring. I'm trying to find the opening there. There it is. And I'm going to flip the ear wire going the other way. So I'm just going to take it off and I'm going to flip it going this way. Common mistake. Don't worry about it if you make it. Just take it off and turn it. Flip it over. This one should work now. If it doesn't, I'm going to go home. All right, there it is. Now you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to let Ken zoom in on it now. Okay, so when you're looking at the earrings here, if you'll notice the two shorter ones, when you put them on your ears, depending on which way you put them on your ears, the two shorter ones will either be facing into your face, or if you turn them this way, put them on opposite ears. Opposite ears, the two long ones will be facing your face. That's the correct way to do it. So simple mistake, easy to do, easy to correct. So make sure the details are taken care of, because that jewelry is all about details. Okay, so we are done. We've got some beautiful wampum shell earrings to go with that fun necklace we did the other day, and I am so excited about it. Look at that. All right, guys, I will see you guys on the next project. Bye.